I think that kids in New York City have to grow up a lot quicker than in other parts of the country.
They're amazing, intelligent, wonderful kids that just have a hard life, a very hard life.
And they don't really care what you know or who you know as much as they care about you caring about them. And that if you make a commitment to be a part of their life, you're going to be there for the long haul.
Young Life has a long history with kids. We've been working with kids for over 70 years.
We have ministry in all 50 states and another 90 countries.
We get to bring the skills and resources that we've learned and that we've been trained in to care about kids specifically in New York City.
The vision of Young Life is that every kid will have the opportunity to hear about Jesus.
We're working with middle school kids, high school kids, college students, kids with special needs, teen moms, immigrants.
And especially those kids that are the furthest away, those kids that just don't associate themselves with anything.
The real hallmark of what makes us who we are is the fact that we're not waiting for people to come to us. We're going to kids wherever they might be.
Kids are in Dunkin' Donuts, they're in restaurants, they're in sliced pizza places.
I especially love being on the train and where people are moving away from them or being scared because they may be boisterous or rambunctious. I'm able to say, hey, what's up? What's going on? And just have conversations.
Most of our staff are from this area, have grown up in this area, and this is home for them.
There's no substitute for living next door to the kids that you're talking about the gospel with. So when their water is running cold, my water is running cold too. When they can't dig themselves out because the snow is bound, I'm stuck too. So we make cocoa together. I'm doing life with them. And they get to see how I respond with Jesus in every circumstance.
You know, a lot of times kids will be like, oh, my mom only speaks Spanish. And I'll be like, está bien, yo hablo español, you know, let's do it.
They need to know somebody sees them, somebody knows them, somebody believes in them. And I'm trying to be that person, and I'm trying to raise up a team of people who will be those people.
Our goal for Young Life in New York City is that we would be in all 59 community districts.
So that'll eventually be 120 staff that are developing these areas.
Young Life College for us is incredibly strategic because we believe if we do it right, we can change the face of what Young Life looks like in this city.
There's 650,000 college students that live and go to school in New York City. So if we can get a small percentage of those as volunteers, it will be explosive. And those schools are all over the city. When we talk about this dream, it's already started.
In a 3-year window, we added 4 to 5 new community districts each year.
It's momentum. It's a ball that's rolling, and it's just get out of the way kind of thing, because it is really picking up speed.
We have the tools, we have training, we have a team of people that have been praying for us. It is an exciting time to join us. It really is, because God is up to something huge.
We need people to come alongside us as volunteer leaders.
We need people who will be generous with what God has given them.
We need people that will invest in the life of a young person, that would call them friend, that would walk alongside them.
And we need people who don't necessarily live in New York City. We need whosoever will, let them come pray, let them come get involved, let them lend their resources and their expertise. We need people who are called by God to get involved with what the Lord is clearly doing here.
When my wife and I moved to New York City, I wanted to be a part of the movement of the gospel. I wanted to be a part of something significant, something big. And when I heard the vision of Young Life, I knew that this is where I needed to be.
The strategy here is rock solid. The staff that's here are unbelievable.
The theme is definitely growth. We can't get to the next place fast enough.
Thousands and thousands of kids are going to know Jesus, and their lives are going to be changed forever because of what we're doing today.
When I think about just the time that I've spent the past couple years in Young Life and how we've grown tremendously from 11 ministries to well over 30 and upwards and growing daily, I feel like the sky is the limit.
They say about New York, whatever happens in New York goes all over the world. It literally exports everything, and it influences the whole world. So if we are able to influence this city, we really can touch the world.
The mission that God has called us to as a division, as a region, is to be planted in those places, joining God to redeem the territory. There's nothing better